Hi, welcome to Aura Sims, and today I'm going to do something just a little bit different, if you can't tell. This is a shell challenge, and I went on to the gallery and I actually downloaded quite a bit of shells to try to go ahead and get this like all set up, get this all like ready to go, and um, make it look good or like go ahead and work within the confines of what we have here. For those who don't know what a shell challenge is, it's basically where the main rule is not to change the exterior walls of a pre-built shell. So everything you see here is not going to change. Now I can change the colors of it, I can add to it, but I cannot change the exterior, like anything else. So if it's already set, like in this one, which you can see here, like these walls cannot be changed. And down here, these walls also cannot be changed. And you can see there's actually a building back here that's actually not connected. Now I can add foundations, I can change the lot itself, I can incorporate half walls or fences, but the original walls, the stairs, everything cannot be changed. Now this house is going to be a little bit smaller, but I really wanted to see what we can do with it to like make it look good. And I was looking at it and I was wondering what the heck this was right here with the like little half holes. There's like nothing there. But we will in fact figure something out. And I think with this I do want to basically start with the outside really quick and see if we can get some color to it. I think that with these I kind of want to add like make them look like pillars like that, because I think that'd be kind of cool for like a little outside exterior holding up the building. You have these like little like stone pillars with it. I don't know if I want to add a higher foundation. Maybe I do. Maybe we should change the foundation so it goes up a little bit more like that, because it looks pretty nice. That one out there is going to stay like that because I have an idea, and I think I'm going to add some stairs here. Now, let's see, what do we want? Now, I don't have all the packs downloaded for this, and I'm okay with that because I'm going to work within the confines of what I have myself. And let's see here. Now, I do have move objects on. That is something that I do have on here. Let's see. No, let's not do that one. Do I have a darker kind of one that would go with the pillar? You know what? That's pretty okay. Let's do that. Copy it. Bring it over to this side. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Very nice. I like that. And that way it kind of has that sort of like Jack and Jill appear to it, so you can like come over each side. And let's see here. Now I know we can change the foundation. And of course, whenever you do this, there's like foundation everywhere. And I hate the fact that it cuts right there, but I really want it like this. Now this one doesn't have a foundation. I'm not going to have it have a foundation. I'm thinking of putting like a little studio in there so that it's okay. But I like this because it looks like it goes together nicely. Now, would it actually be better if I moved it in? Then it looks, then it looks a little weird. Because then I have it on the side, but I could probably put something like right there. And do it on the same on the other side so it doesn't cut off. Well, actually, I don't think this side cuts off as much like the other side does. But then it's not even, and I don't like that. So let's just do it like this. We'll put some bushes and stuff here. I am going to add a door to that because I do, like I said, I want to have it as a studio. Now, outside, I think I'm going to see if we have like stucco or something. Not like stucco, but like, because I don't want the whole house to be just stone. Like, I like the stone. I think the stones are a nice little accent, and like for what we have up here, that's a good little starting place. Now we do have all of that to figure out, but do I want to have paneling with it or not? I don't want to do brick. I kind of feel like brick would actually like from the like distract from the siding here. Is this too, that's too loud. I don't want it that loud. This makes it a little darker. Let's see here. And now that I don't like so much. Okay, let's go back down. I hate that it pops you up when you're trying to focus on something. Okay, I don't think I want that like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do... No. Wrong one. This one. There we go. Like that. Because I don't think in the end you're going to see the inside. I think I want to put planters in there and make it look like it's like a live-in planter outside. But for here, let's go ahead, grab this, and we'll do that. Now that actually is kind of cute. Okay, so far it's going to be kind of nudie. I like nudie. I think it's nice. Now, let's see here. Let's get in here. Perfect. And there's this like little like spot right there, the foundation. Let's see. Do we have this? Oh, but I don't know if I like that so much. Let me see here. I mean, we could do a nice little thing all the way around. Does that have like a different color, or is that the only one that would the white be too much with it? Oh, I forgot upstairs. I mean, would that be too much? I have no idea. We'll see. But I kind of like the white. Ah, come on, bring it down. There we go. And I don't hate that too much, but what I don't like is the design. Yikes. Okay. How about... Oh, that's... I mean, it's a little big. That one you can't use. These are the ones you can. That would go with it a little bit more. I mean, it is a little bit more on hand. Let's see here. You know, it does go with the design a little bit. I mean, it's kind of given... I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad. It's very... Yeah, okay. All right, walls. Let's see here. Let's see, platform trims. Half wall trims. Let's see. We do something different. Okay. That goes with a little bit more, because I can't change that. I have to keep it in here. But maybe I can figure something out to like make it look a little bit better. I don't know. Do we have... That's wall trims, wall sculpture. Really? I suppose having a bit of a sculpture setup. Let's see here. Now this would have to go this way. There we go. Yeah, no, that wouldn't work so much. Maybe do like a rooftop. You could do a rooftop like farming thing and make the top of it like actual. Not really want to go with it. I'm trying to figure if adding like bushes to the whole top of the house would give it kind of that vibe, because I can't change anything, and that's the part that's going to drive me absolutely crazy. But having like a rooftop where you have a bunch of plants up there so it gives a little green, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what else would be good up here. That's outdoors. Let's see here. Outdoors here. Can we add a bunch of... I mean, I can probably add a... No, because I can't change the walls. I was thinking maybe like doing a rooftop garden. What does it look like inside? Like, I can't change the walls of the main structure, but can I add like a ladder inside here and then like take it upstairs? Let's try that. Let's see if we can actually do that. We want to be able to access everything, so let's do this. I'll just have a few different things here. We can have a couple planters, put it in place. Let's see, like that. Okay, so we've got a few of those, so it'll be like a nice little rooftop there. Let's see, what else do we have? Because they have just these exterior trims. See, it does have the trims, but it doesn't do the top trim like I like, because the top trim is hideous. I don't think you can do anything with that now. Just the walls, and they don't give you a lot to work with here. Just like basic crown moldings and whatnot, which these are ugly as hell. I wish they would have some that have a little bit more character. They could put on the top so that way it like defines it a little bit more. And that way you can have some more definition, because right now this is hideous. I really don't like that. I really don't like that. Ay, ay, ay. And I still forgot that part of the freaking wall. Okay. There. Do we have something simple? Alright, bring it down. Is it... No. Something simple. I don't think... Because these are all so big. They're not... I mean... See, because that just doesn't give you what I need to cover that little spot there. And that's the part that's driving me absolutely... Because that's not a foundation. So I can't, like, just change that. I mean, can I add spandrels? Would that change the way it looked? Let's see. Do we have a tan one? Here we go. Maybe. Maybe that would be okay. Let's see here. Oh, that might work. That actually might work. Let's see. Do we have one? No. Of course, I don't have it in a color that I'd want to use for that little spot there, because this is the closest thing, and I don't like it. Now I have white. Let's see here. No. I mean, it's not too bad, but like, okay, maybe that one. There we go. Maybe that. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, we're using the spandrels. That is a lot better. Okay, now we're going to work on the downstairs first, I think would be probably the best idea. I need to figure out like plants to put inside here. That would be good, because we do have move objects on. Oh, I could probably just do something like that. What is this one? Does this one have festive in it? I mean, we are literally close to Thanksgiving right now, so why not make it a little bit more festive? We're gonna have like it look like it's lit up, so when you're here, you get a pretty little bush there. Let's see here. Oh yeah, now that is cute. Okay, I like that. Because let me, like, what else are you gonna do with that particular spot? Not much. Literally not that much. Let's see here. Now, putting this everywhere, I don't know if I want to do that though. Because I mean, it's nice. It's just a lot to put absolutely everywhere around here. But it kind of gives a cute little, like... Okay, so that's probably going to clip in there a little bit, but that's fine. We're just going to do it. We're just going to see how we feel about it and just call it a day. I mean, like, what else are we going to do? The festive design will match the house. We got the tango. We figured out what to do to get rid of that little ugly trim that I did not like. And, I mean, it is a shell. Like, you can't really do much to get rid of certain things on here. Oh, yeah. No, that looks good. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, it's just kind of sitting in there. And then we can close up this little gap here. Now, I can't possibly add something. Like, I can add walls. I just can't take them away. And I don't think that's something that's like, nah. I'm just going to do this around the main house. I think with the little house that I have right there, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. And the fact that I have to do these individually and it just won't let me like pop them down all together is very annoying. Because like if you wanted more than one, you're like literally going back and forth, back and forth. What the heck? Because sometimes they have items that are like, they'll let you put multiple down at a time. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with this house. It is so stinking small, so we have to find a way to like make it work with everything. There's literally the smallest of space right there because I can't get rid of that wall. And that would have been a good spot to like do like the kitchen and stuff. So I have to do a living room, a kitchen, and whatever the hell that room's gonna be because I have no idea. And then we'll figure it out. Alright, we'll move that so it's a little bit over. I swear this is taking forever because they won't just do multiple at a time. Like, even if I were to just like copy it, like, yeah, see, it still won't let me do it. That is so stupid because this takes forever because we're constantly jumping right back into the items menu. There we go. Oh, undo that. Perfect. Okay. So that's what we have so far for the outside. I don't know what else I'm going to do out here, but I'm going to figure it out. Now for this one, I think I want it to be like a little studio. I think a little studio would be nice. My Band-Aid. I cut my finger and the Band-Aid doesn't want to stay on. Let's go in here and I think a little... See, I'm still working on for my other Let's Play here. What do I want for the room to be? I don't want it to be a greenhouse. I think that'd be no bueno. So let's go ahead. Let's do a small little art studio, yeah? So here is a Van Gogh cart. Alright, so we'll need a sink. So let's go ahead here. Let's get a little bit of color into it. And actually, let me grab... There is actually no light in here. That's so stupid. Okay, let's get rid of you. Get this in there. Good lighting is important for an artist studio. Alright, artist studio, back in there. Let's see here. We have a nice little working table. We can put that right next to this. There we go. So it's right next to the sink there. There's not really going to be a lot of stuff that we can actually add to this because it's so completely small. Like that. Should still give us enough room there because we had to put a door in here somewhere. Maybe not do the woodworking just because of the fact that we want to keep it art related. No, it's too big. We don't need anything too big, but maybe like a little storagey setup. There we go. And it's clipping into the wall, and I don't like that. So put it like that. Maybe over here, we'll put the Van Gogh cart like that. And is there a yellow option? There is a yellow option. We'll keep it yellow. Does this have a yellow option? No, it does not, but it does have a white option, so that works a little bit better. And it's just going to be a small little art studio. There's not going to be like something too insane for it. We do have yellow. Do we have one that's a little, there we go, a little bit more dirty, and the yellows don't match, which is absolutely annoying. Let's see here. We'll do that in the corner because then we can have something that we're focused on. Again, this one does not also have anything on there. And what do we want to put on the table? We'll put the discount paint cans on the floor. This can go up here. Perfect. Sketchbooks just randomly sitting on the floor. Why not? We'll go ahead and use the option to move them. If you have move objects on and you hold on to Alt, it allows you to like just move them anywhere. So it's never been an issue that way. We'll get some sketches on the wall here. There we go. And we'll just use this one right here. I don't know, actually, does this one have a better option for what I'm looking for? Yeah. We'll use that. Okay, so we're not really going to have too much stuff in here just because I don't want it to be like overly cluttered. We have to still be able to use the space. Now for this, let's find a nice little bright wall. Artist studio, no. All right, do we want to do a nice bright yellow room? I don't know. How about that? No, that's too dark. Let's try this one. It's too plain. this one have a yellow? Oh, it does have a darker. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Nope. That's probably gonna be way. Oh, no, I kind of like that. I kind of like it. Okay, now let's pick out a floor. No, that's outdoor. And actually, that kind of goes with the flow here. Let's see. Yeah, no, it actually kind of goes with that. There we go. No, I think one of the lighter ones was probably a little easier. There we go. Okay. So we don't need that in here, but I do want a floor that will work in here. So something rustic. It's kind of like an afterthought because like they built it later. Okay. Now I think we are missing something here that I want. So let's go into objects. Ha. There we go. That. We need paint on the floor. It needs to be a little bit messy. Just a little bit messy. Okay. So it looks like we got what I want to put on here because I don't want to put too much in there. But because it is a studio, like there's not going to be any windows. It's going to be like a private studio so nobody can like try to steal anything or come look in it. Just a small little space for her. And we could do a nice little bright little door as well. I mean, that would be the only way you can actually look into it is you have this nice little yellow door. And I like that. And then on the ground, let's go ahead and we'll make it look like she's like trekking from the house here consistently. And then that way it looks like, hey, you know, you've been coming in and out, and you're using your studio there. And you're going straight into there. Perfect. Okay. So the artist studio, done. Now we need to add some lights to this room right here just so we can see what we're doing and we can update it a little bit later. Do that. Let's do upstairs as well. Because this is going to be, I think, the main bathroom in the house. Though I kind of don't want it to be the main bathroom upstairs. Maybe it's so small. Like downstairs would be like a half bath. But that little room is driving me absolutely bonkers. And I'm wondering if maybe we don't use it. We'll use it for something else. Can I put a spandrel in that would look... I mean, the wall is still there, but it's now the spandrel, right? I mean, that counts, right? Because I didn't get rid of the wall. I put a spandrel in where the wall is. Or is that cheating? I kind of feel like that might be cheating. Okay, because this is where the... it's just so in the way. Maybe we can put an archway in. Should we only do like one archway? It is a larger doorway. No, I kind of feel like that would take away from what I'm thinking of in my head right now. So let's put a single archway in. And then what I'm going to do with that, because of the fact of where it is... Oh, God, I have to put a door in too. Gosh, dang it. I kind of want to make that where the fridge and the oven are. And then that can be like the cooking room and then like everything else is outside. So it's going to be like a mini kitchen. Because what else am I going to do with it? I don't know. This is going to be a little too big for the house because I need that space. It's still too big. Like, look at that. That's too big. I had no wasted space here. We can do a smaller... Oh, that's a... Okay, there we go. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay. We'll just have the single door that comes into the place. And then this will be like where we're going to have our kitchen area. Like, not like... It's a kitchenette. It's going to be small. Let's go in here. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's just get that out of the way. Figure out where our stove's going to be. We'll just do a nice little basic white stove. Actually, I kind of feel like it should be here. And we put the fridge off to the side. So we'll just put the fridge right there. Like, you get what you need here. That there. And then there's a spot where you can, I think I think I'm gonna have to like test it later or something. Do I want to keep the sunny theme? Do you have a yellow option? That is ugly as sin and green and ew. Not really a big fan of that one. Do we have a different one that has a pretty cute? Yeah, see, like that one works better. All right. We grabbed 2 on accident, so let's do that. Okay, perfect. So that'll be just like a little mini kitchen area. Yikes. Okay. I know. It's just, it's so hideous and I can't get rid of the wall. And the spandrel feels like it's cheating. So, yeah, that's just the way this is going to work here. We're going to do that. We're only going to have 1 door in, 1 door out, but I do need one over here because, I'm sorry, we don't need somebody stealing from us. So it is a smaller space. So why don't we do a floor for everything? We can do a floor for the kitchen and make it like a tile floor. I like this. I do know that it's supposed to be for the bathroom, okay? I know. But I want that clean aesthetic. And see, it does match the actual cabinet, like the countertops, marble countertops, which I'm assuming is marble. I don't know if it is, but I'm assuming it's marble. Let's see here. That is too busy. That's got penguins on it. We don't need to do the penguins on there. I mean, that's just cute, but no. This is gonna have, how funky is that? I mean, it's a bright yellow kitchen. It's our cute little yellow kitchen, okay? We don't have a sink. That's the part that I'm also like, we don't have a sink in the kitchen. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll put like a little kitchenette area like right here. Let's see here. We'll just make the whole house yellow. Yeah, I think we'll just make the whole house yellow. Shouldn't be too bad. There we go. Nice little yellow. It's bright. It's vibrant. Let's go ahead and we can add, no, we want to copy that. And it's going to be right here, like right under the stairs. But that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. We're working with what we have in the confines of what we have available to us. And so we'll add a nice little sink here, which should be fine. And then there's a workspace right there as well. And I haven't put any windows in yet because I want to make sure I have everything that I need for this particular setup. Where is, well, actually, put that in there because it's a cooking kitchen. Do we have a spot for like upper cabinets? And we can cover. There we go. So we'll have some upper cabinets though. I mean, that's not too bad. It does match. It's upper cabinets. It's gonna cover the alarm because the alarm is ugly as sin and we don't want to see it anyways. And then we could probably do some upper cabinets here. So let's open up that like that. And then I don't want that, bro. No. Like that. And it'll be like a little disjointed kitchen. Yeah, that's basically how it's going to end up going. Okay. Not too bad. I don't hate it too much. I don't like the lighting issue that's happening in there. But for what we've got going on... Nope. Get back to where you were. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Put you right in the dead center. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the lighting is just going to suck booty. That's fine. And then this one is going to go here. And we will put a window, I think, right there. It's just going to be a basic window. It's not going to be like, I think some of these like single windows should be fine. And then, do I want to change the window for like the front? probably not, because these ones are a little too tall. And I don't think that the aesthetic of the house... I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's like a little bullet house. So, I mean, what else am I going to do with that? Let's go ahead and add one right here as well. Perfect. Now, we're not going to have one for, obviously, the kitchen. That's blocking that. We don't need that. But I wonder if we should do kind of like this. And, like, make it feel more open because there's lots of windows. Maybe. Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's figure out the window situation here. And like, I do like that. So we'll do that. And then we won't do anything on this wall because we don't need to. But I will put one in here because that's going to be the bathroom. Though I kind of feel like maybe a smaller window. Should we do a smaller window? Yeah, let's do a smaller window. Just do that right up there. No issues with that. Now, because we want to bring the color down here, it's plain but pretty. Okay. It'll work. It'll work. I promise it'll work. We will make it work. I don't think... There we go. See? It'll work. It does have the weird, like, little line there, but that's fine. It's no biggie. Now, upstairs, I don't think I'm going to do... that to it. Let's see here. I didn't even pick a floor, did I? I did not pick a floor for the house. I picked it for the kitchen, but not the house itself. Let's find a nice little wood floor. I don't have a lot of options because I chose not to have a lot of options. Now, I like these lighter floors. I think the lighter floors are actually pretty nice. And so let's do that. It won't match the artist studio, but the artist studio is supposed to be different. And yes, this is kind of a weird layout for a kitchen, but I kind of like it. Now, I did realize with the top of this place that there is no, like, anything. And I don't know if I want anything up there. That's so annoying. Because it doesn't need, like, an exterior see, because that's just weird. That is also just weird. How do you figure that out? Because I'm not going to have a roof on this thing because of the fact that there's no roof on the rest of the house. But can it have, like... Let's see here. No, let's lower that back down. There we go. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out if I should do, I mean, will that give it, okay, that'll give it a platform. The platform will give it some character on the roof. So let's do that. And then we can probably change the foundation of the platform. Can we do that? No. Let's see here. This, however, yes, he doesn't mess with that. Let's go back to the platform. Let's go back to the trim. Can we change the trim? No. How about the platform trim? There we go. Something kind of matches what everything else is, and that's fine. Let's do like that. There's nothing really that I need to do on the roof because, I mean, what am I going to really do up there? Probably nothing. I mean, hello. Can we put plants up here? But how weird does that look? Like, genuinely, how weird does that look? It looks really weird. I was like, what else can we put up here that would make it, like, look cute? But there's really nothing you can do to make it look cute. That's just annoying. And it's a platform, so naturally it's just going to be a little bit more, like, bleh. Travertine. But then it's so weird. Like, it's not matching the way I want it to match. You know what? We're going to forget about it. We're just going to forget about it. It's just the way it is. And then we'll take some of this travertine. We'll take it upstairs. Because there will be a spot to go outside. Maybe we can bring this here. Like that. And I really want to get some of this stuff done. So I think I'm going to just, like... closer. Alright. I'm trying to not make this such a plain build, but I mean, there are ways to make it pretty. I mean, like, there's a lot of really talented simmers out there, and I'm still learning a little bit of stuff, and I've only been playing since 1999. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, no, that last one was a little too much. Okay. And it looks a little weird. I know, I'm aware. But like, so far, I think we've done pretty good for the way the house looks. Not so bad. So let's go back up here, let's do this. I do want, I think, that bedroom first. So let's do that. And this thing keeps yo-yoing, so that's also driving me absolutely bonkers, which is fine. What do we want to do? Like, we have an entire house that's got this yellowish theme to it. I kind of like the primrose. Maybe we should start with the bed. If we start with the bed, then we can work around it. Let's go ahead here. And for this location, because I'm not using a full mod pack situation, do we want a princess bed? We haven't even finished the downstairs yet, and I don't know why I'm yo-yoing all over the place. But this is really kind of comfy. It's not really, no, that's not the vibe I want to go for either. Yeah, not that one either. No. I mean, whoever's gonna live here is not gonna have like a very expensive like setup. But I kind of like that one actually. I think there is, oh, there's a yellow option. Let's do that. Okay, so then we get the base of the bed. The bed helps with trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of it, because once we have the bed going, then we can figure out the rest of that. That actually works really well on both sides, having it all set up. Wondering if I should put a dresser in of some sort, like maybe just one singular, or maybe, let's see, do we have, oh, we do, but this doesn't have, oh, it has a yellow option, but the yellow is too bright. I don't like the brightness of that yellow. I want something a little darker. That does not go with the design, though. A lot of these are not going to go with the design. Okay. I mean, that's a little bit better than the other one was. And it is such a weird spot for it, but they should be able to get around the bed as well. So the blacks, the browns, and the golds. Okay. Now, let's get the wallpaper since we've got this all sorted on here. I think that's a little too wild. We don't want it too wild. That's a little too dark. It still doesn't have any sort of like yellowy tone. That's what I'm looking for. Like, that's way too dark. I mean, I don't like that one either. Let's check one of these. Do we have one that's like, you know, it's not too bad. I kind of feel like I need to redo the floor now, though. Like, see, that looks so much better with the darker floors. Oh, that's kind of fun. How about this one? Let's try that. Oh, I actually do like that. Okay. And, you know, dark woods, like dark browns and stuff, actually work really well with yellow. It's going to be such a weird little starter house. I'm not going to add a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to focus on just the house itself. Now that we're downstairs, now that I'm squirreling like a freaking crazy person, let's see. Where do I want to have the couch set up? I kind of... It's just so weird to have this like weird setup. I mean, we have no place for I could put a dining table over here actually. Let's see. A small little setup. I mean, we could probably do it in this corner, and then we could put a table over there. How about this? Do we have a nice little... Okay. We don't need like a full couch for this setup. Just need something small. And I'm keeping the yellow theme. I like the yellow theme. We're working with the yellow theme. That's just the way this works. Now, do we want a little chair? Like something... It doesn't need to match. It really doesn't need to match. Let's see. Well, they do have matching ones, so why not? Okay, so we'll do it like that. If we could put a little TV over here, if we have something small that would work. That's an end table. That's a tea and coffee table. Let's see here. I mean, that's not too bad, and they should be able to get it into the living room, I believe. That's enough space for them. But it just needs to get over there. Now, do they have a different color? Tell me a little bit more. Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's kind of giving, like, the porch, or this area right here with the actual windows is kind of giving, like, it used to be a sun porch, but now it's a living room vibe. Just a nice little TV there. It's just this thing does not match the aesthetic that I wanted for it. I'm giving it kind of a modern kick, so maybe we'll just do this. Did I throw it in here? No, it's in here. Let's do this. Nope. Excuse you. Like that. Don't know why the TV decided it wanted to do its thing. Do that. Perfect. Okay, so we'll do that like there, and then behind the couch we could probably put a picture up, get something up behind the couch there, make it look nice. I'm not going to put too much into that little kitchen area because it's just basically you go and you grab and you go. And so this one, maybe a nice little sim painting, or maybe a fruit painting. Ooh, that's kind of nice. There we go. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay, we like that. We like that a lot. All right, now on this side, do I want something over here? Do they have something different with a similar vibe? Oh, that's kind of cute. That's just kind of colorful flavor. Let's see here. Broccoli. That is adorable. And it adds a little color into the place. That's actually not too bad. Okay. So far, the living room is looking good. Let's get some plant life in here. And let's see. I can do one of these just sitting up over here. Just a cute little plant for right there. Now this is making it a little more difficult. Okay. Now, can I... No. Let's see here. Do something like that. I really do love the plants in this game. I kind of think they're absolutely adorable because some of the stuff that they choose is just really, really cute. Now this one has... Okay, there we go. I do want to add a lot of plants just to make it look like it's actually a little bit more alive in here. Now this one... Let's do this in the corner a little bit more. Make sure it's not clipping so much. Is it clipping outside? No. Okay, so we're going to keep that. All right, and it'll just be in the corner, so it's not really a big deal. Okay. Now, a little rug would do really well for this area, and so we're going to go ahead and do that. And yes, oh, this is the new one that just came out. Like, we just got this in an update. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, it's giving it some character. It's giving it a little bit of character. And I'm going to have to change my band-aid if you can't tell. Let's see here. These are really stinking cute little heritage. I kind of like that. Can I move it? No, I can't. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Because we're doing this outside area here, and... No. You know, the one thing I keep adding is a gnome somewhere. And I kind of want a gnome in this house somewhere. I don't know where I want the gnome, but I do want a gnome somewhere. And I keep adding them because I like them and I think they're adorable. Let's actually add him, make him smaller. And we'll just put him right down there. Why not? Oh, a little bank heist. How cute. Sierra stuff. Oh, sorry, someone named Sierra just texted me. Apologies. Oh, way too big. Oh, no, 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 no. You know what? We'll just leave it like that, yeah? Let's just leave it like that. It doesn't really need a whole bunch. It is a small little house. It's fine. We are fine. So downstairs, it's it's missing a place to eat. And I think I'm gonna put a little eating kitchen here. And then that will be probably what we're gonna do downstairs. I think it's gonna be a little done for how we're gonna have it set up. We'll just do a nice little white table because we're doing the whole modern yellow kind of vibe for it. I don't think we need any like extensive like chairs. We only need two-seater. It doesn't need to be much. Like there's no reason for like anything else other than the two-seater. And then do I want to like, I kind of like that as a, when you first come in and you have that overhead light that's kind of really pretty, like little pendant light. Now I don't think there's a miscellaneous decor that I can stick on the table here that would make it look even cuter. Because honestly, I mean, oh, we can add a little trio of flavor to it, yeah? It's gonna be so basic, but I don't hate it. Basic, but I don't hate it. Now, on this side, because we have that set up there, like you can literally see the kitchen is kind of disjointed, but you can see the oven from where you're at. And I don't hate it. I actually think this is pretty cute for how this is set up. And it's going to be kind of, I don't know, how much does it cost right now? $27,000. Not really a starter home, is it? But I mean, it's cute. And then you got your artist studio back there. You got a living room. You got a little dining space. You got your little kitchen, a little sink here. And then we go upstairs. We're not done with it yet in here. But so far, so good. And I honestly think that it's not so bad. It could be worse. And I will repeat that. It could be worse. It is not. So we'll stick the clock there. Now, do we have any good pictures we could put in the bedroom? And my go-to is usually the cheapest ones possible because, I mean, why not? Visual design. Ooh, let's see here. Oh, I kind of like that. Do we have another one? Oh, I just had it clicked open. Okay, so it's giving a masculine touch here. But I really do like those little, they're little alcohol bottles. They're little alcohol bottles. I do like them, however. Now, I do like the new rug again, so I think I'm going to use that again, but I'm going to use a darker color. I think not too dark. You want to be able to, like, see it a little bit. Oh, that's way too big. Just, maybe not that color. Let's see here. Can we change it to something? No. I'll do that. We'll just do the original there. Now, we do need an actual door for it. Since downstairs has, like, everything just pretty much sorted. So, like, your tiny little kitchen. But at least it's a kitchen. Like, it you know, it could be that they didn't have a kitchen. You know, it could have been bad like that. So, we'll put one here. Put one here. And then because we need one for getting out to this space. Let's see. Maybe a nice little pane door. We'll just have it so it's lined up with that. And then the bedroom is pretty much done. I do want to put plants in the bedroom. I think that that's be good. I didn't give myself a budget challenge for this, which I probably should have, just because I probably would have made it a little bit easier. Now, I don't like that though. Maybe just a cute little small one in the corner here. It doesn't need to be something huge, but is there anything else I can put in here that would be nice? That's wall decor. I already have the wall stuff. I don't need anything else for that. The bedroom, this is not really a lot, but is there like a small like lighting fixture? Because I'm gonna have the overhead lights. The overhead lights are not going, but maybe no. Hey, I clicked on these ones. Maybe this one right here. We can have it on each side of the bed. So there's like a little lighting situation on the bed. And I mean, you can obviously decorate it the way you see fit because honestly, it's your space too. Now, let me go ahead here and we're going to do this bathroom because we're going to go ahead and get it done soon. Now, this one has, I believe, a matching wall that's tiled as well. So where are you? There we go. So this is going to be our bathroom. And as you can see, I put the actual door right here, which means that that wall is going to be the one that's a little bit more concentrated for how we're going to set up the actual bathroom itself. And I don't know if a full-on tub will be... Do I want to do a shower situation? Like, I would have to change and get rid of this, which does take away some of the lighting, but it's going to be a small bathroom. Like, it's not going to be a big old bathroom in the slightest. And I'm going to keep it pretty neutral because why? Why not? It's going to be just a small little bathroom. And it fits in this small little house. So we'll, just keep it. Oh, no, that's a little too, yeah, there we go. I mean, that's actually pretty cute for a bathroom, right? Like, it's got the modern feel to it. It's absolutely adorable. Let's get a mirror going on here. And that one has like the medicine cabinet vibes. That's what we want. Now, the reason I was doing this is because I want a picture behind the toilet, but we can make it something cutesy. I mean, the elephant's kind of nice. A little pop of color with an elephant behind there is not too bad. Now, we've already gone through and done like the bathroom clutter stuff, so we don't really need to add certain accents, but I'm wondering if, let's see here. I don't want to put the toilet roll like just randomly up sitting on the counter, but we could put it behind the toilet. What a nice little toilet roll behind the toilet. Let's grab one of these. I think I can just put it right there on the sink. So we have our toothbrushes on the sink. Can I put this one on this side? No, I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way it looks. And since I can't really get the toilet roll on there like I want to, we'll just keep it how it is. It does have something basic. Like, it's not going to be a fancy little bathroom. It's got a little elephant picture. That's fine. Now, do we have a rug that would be good for, like, right? Oh, we do. That's good. Okay. Let's find a good one that would be kind of like right there. So that's cool. All right. Now, let's do outside. And you know what? Going outside and actually, like, sitting up here seems like a nice thing to do. Like, we can put, like, a little table, and that is really cute. We'll have to find some chairs for it. Let's see, what else do we have? We can put a nice little one of these in the corner. Move this over. We'll put some chairs there. And that's just somewhere you can sit and eat. I mean, it's not going to be too big of a deal here. There we go. There's that. And we can have a nice little setup so it's like that. Do we have a small outdoor cooker? Because you know what? We could probably potentially just grill upstairs. And let's do this. I think that should be okay. Maybe we can move this over here. I do have move objects on, so like, I'm trying to figure out how I want this. Let's see here. You know, maybe like that. Because once you come outside, you should be able to like go up there. I'm thinking it might work like that, but who knows. And then this right here, just like a little outside grill. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. Actually, this one's probably a little bit better. A little less like you found it in a park. And then we can do an outdoor light because we'll need a light because we want to make sure we can actually see outside. Let's see here. Let's get one of these. Oh, no, we had those. Okay. Now, this is what I'm using for there, but I don't know if it's going to be bright enough. But you know what? We'll put a couple out here. Just to use that. And do we have a wall decor for outside? Like, they do have some wall decorations. Do we have just something cute that we can just like decorate the outside with? We don't need the outside tools. That is a little strange. What is that? Shadow of the day. Inspired by architectural shapes, this piece of art casts different shadows during the day, giving a unique look every time you look at it. That is actually pretty cool. Let's see, what else do we have here? Aging up. Now, why is this considered out wall decor? That is strange. What is this? Um, it says to give patients a little bit more, like, maybe that, because then we can have it as like a, hey, this is what we're having today. And then because I did put the garden on the roof, I do need to grab a ladder. So let me grab a ladder here. There's not really a lot of options, but we do have a yellow. Like that. Can I actually put it against this wall? No. And then we have a ladder that goes up here to our garden area. And I think that's actually pretty cute. So for this little house, which is just going to be a basic little house, the way I have it all set up here, let's go ahead here. Let's just take a look at that. Now we're going to go downstairs and see what we did here. Let's go ahead and bring the walls out a little bit. We did start by doing the little artist studio in the back with the little way to get there. A little front here. I'm not going to add a whole bunch of things to it, so it's probably going to be easier to buy if you decide you want to buy it or download it off the marketplace. Or the gallery, sorry, not the marketplace. But the living room is small, but there's a lot of windows to make it bright and kind of feel like the outdoors is coming in. We also have a little TV set up, something not too big. I mean, if you want to add like a desk in there, you can always put it up in the bedroom and like remove like the wardrobe. But we did just a 2-seater for that, and because the kitchen is so small, which is what I use that little room for, we did just put like the fridge in there. We did put the oven in there, a little place to work on there. We also put it outside little sink here. So we also gave you more counter space right there. So that way you can just, come out here. If you want to wash some dishes, you can take them all out there so you can just focus on cooking in the kitchen, which is nice. We have a couple portraits, which are adorable. You can't see the one behind the couch, but it's cute. And then upstairs, we just have like an outdoor balcony area where you can just, barbecue and chill, take a look at your telescope. And then in here, you have your bathroom, which is going to be just a nice little bathroom that has what you need. It has the sink, it has the toilet, it has the shower tub. And you have your bedroom, which again, you'll be able to customize as you see fit, but it is a small little like a bedroom. You have a wardrobe, you have the bed itself, and it actually looks pretty neat. We did put a couple portraits. Those are little alcohol things, little alcohol representation, because it's a cup and a bottle. And then because, gardening is kind of fun, you want to spend some time outside, you can go to the ladder upstairs, and you have like a little starter set up here for actually gardening. Now obviously the lot has enough space where you can actually go and do it somewhere else, but I think for this small shell, it's actually pretty cute. You can customize the outside. I didn't want to do too much on there, but I think it looks good. And honestly, I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upload this to the gallery. That's not how you upload it to the gallery, but you did see what was in my gallery. So save the lot. We'll just do a small shell, just a cute little shell. Very cute. Add it. It's got 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and you know what? It's a cute little modern shell. We'll call it that, the cute little modern shell. So we'll share that to the lot. It is all good to go. And thank you so much for watching. You can go ahead and download it at Pixioid, Pixioid, and just use it as a little starter house. So thank you so much and have a great day. Dag dag.